Good morning, Vogue. Welcome back. This isn't the Vogue's channel. I'm sorry if you got confused there. I have been dying to recreate the Vogue Beauty Secrets videos that they do over on their channel. I've seen some of my favorite YouTubers recreate these videos as well, and they're lovely bathrooms. So I was like, you know what? It's my time to shine. I'm gonna do this today. So welcome back, Vogue. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me. This is my summer, everyday, glowy makeup look. It's quick, it's simple, has a lot of cream products because you could call me a creamaholic. She's addicted to cream products. Without further ado, I hope that you guys enjoy today's video. Let's jump into this. Okay, so skincare is already done. I topped it with sunscreen. Let me put you on. Well, to be fair, you guys put me on first. I talked to my empties video about how I'm trying to find the perfect sunscreen that's mineral and it doesn't kill my eyeballs. And so many of you recommended this one. One moment. The Biossance Squalene Plus Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. I love it. You guys were right. I owe you my life. Thank you. Sunscreen's on. Protect the skin you're in. I did that just a few hours ago. So it's time to rehydrate. Best mist ever. It's from Rare Beauty, the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. Let me tell you something. I love it. If you love to glow, you'll love this. I've loved this foundation since I first put it on my face. It's so liquid, but still so full coverage. So, hey, is it the most sanitary? No. Is it the most fun to apply? Yes, it is. Take a little bit there, across my chin. This allows me to get that full coverage without feeling like I got a little cake on my face. Now I'm gonna take my sponge and just blend that in. Now if I want a little bit more coverage, I'll add a little bit more and go in with a foundation brush and stipple that in. When I tell you that this cream bronzer has stepped into my life and transformed me, I mean, that would be an understatement. This is the new NARS Laguna Sun-Kissed Bronzing Balm. It's so potent, pigmented, if you will, so I have to be a little cautious. Just a little dab, that's all you need. Okay, a little dab. I want all of my makeup to lift my face. So instead of my bronzer being here, I'm going to be applying it right here, right on the tops of my cheekbones where I used to apply blush. Apply that there and blend upwards. I love my cheekies too, so what I like to do is kind of sculpt underneath them to help with the little pop, little plump of the cheeks. Already pretty contoured, if you will. Listen, we know I'm no makeup pro, okay? So instead of trying to like really contour my nose, I focus on more so just bronzing it up. You know, let's just add a little bronze. I like to take it through the hollow of my eye so it kind of connects straight down the nosy. I'll take it on the tip and I'll just add a good amount to my nose and then we'll highlight it back up with concealer in a little bit. Do my temples. Let me tell you something. You gotta really hold me back on my cream contour and blush, okay? Look at me. There's no controlling me. But this product blends so seamlessly. Try to leave this space a little more highlighted. I try to blend it into my hairline, but you know, listen, if you're blonde, you know the struggle. Just get all up in your hair. If I feel like being a little dramatic, I'll even take some under my jawline. Blend that down. Boom, boom, boom. I believe this product is limited edition. You can bet your bottom dollar, okay, that I will be stocking up on this. Hopefully it's still in stock. What if it's not in stock? Do you know how heartbroken I'll be? I'll be shattered. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at this. Blends seamlessly. If you're scared of cream products, this is very not intimidating because it blends so seamlessly. Going in with concealer, this one's from NARS in the shade Light 2.3. I think I'd like to pick up something a little bit lighter than this, just like slightly lighter. A little redness around my nose. I also have a big patch of psoriasis on my nose, so sometimes I have to try to conceal it a little bit right here to add that brightness back in the center of my forehead. And then if I'm daring, I'll take the tiniest bit down my nose. Little one on top for good luck. Look at that. Going back in with that foundation brush, I'm just gonna blend that out. And I'm gonna leave my eyes there to kind of sit for a little bit. I always go back in a million times with my sponge just to make sure everything's blending seamlessly. So now that my concealer and bronzer's in place a little bit, I'll just go pat everything down, press it into the skin. Once my concealer sits for a little bit, I'm telling you, game-changing concealer. You know what? Beauty secret, if you will, a Vogue beauty secret. Let your concealer sit there until it dries. It's like that perfect tacky texture. Take your ring finger, if that's what you're most comfortable with, and I'm going to tap that out, but not tap it away. Does that make sense? That's kind of a riddle. Tap it out, but don't tap it away, okay? Boom. Now I'll take whatever's left, help contour the nose a little bit, bring a little light back in. Boom. Skiddly-diddly-doo. Ooh, that was easy, right? Look how bright my under eyes are. When in doubt, dab it out, ladies. Thank you. When I say Madison Beer, I am obsessed. That would also be an understatement. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Gasm Beauty Wand in Pink Gasm. I love cream blush. Bury me in cream blush. If I'm not buried in cream blush, I'm coming back for each and every one of you. So I'll just take a dot, a couple dots there, a couple dots here, take a little bit on my nose, add that little sunburnt look. This color is my favorite. They have a peach gasm and a pink gasm, and the pink just tickles my fancy. So taking a brush like this, dabbing it out, it just, oh, the glow. Look, I'm lit from within. It's a glow gasm on my cheeks. It blends away so well. I kind of take it up into my eye, up my temple, blend it into that cream contour, right over my nose, fill in this space as well for that like full sunburnt lifted effect. Here's the thing, is I am addicted to blush. I went from the girl that never wore blush to, if I was dropped at an island, I would request blush. You might say, Whitney, that's dramatic. And I would say, hey, you're not wrong, sister. The good thing is I am very self-aware of my addiction. Listen, you know I hate powder, but in the summer when it's a little bit more warm, my skin is not as dehydrated and dry as it is in the winter, I will take a tiny bit of powder. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in Fair Light. I'll take a brush like this, pat out underneath my eye, and then take the tiniest bit of powder just to set my under eyes before I apply my powder. Up first, just dabbing out any wrinkly crinklies under my eyeballs from that concealer. I mean it, just the tiniest bit, okay? And apply. I'll just kind of push it in there so it doesn't move any of the product underneath. If you have oily skin, I'll trade you in 0.055 seconds. Tap out the concealer and then press just to set my under eye, keep them from creasing in the warm summer months. It's a warm summer month. And then if I feel like it, I'll just take a little bit more powder just around my nose, set this area down a little bit. Going in with the Glowish by Huda Beauty in Medium. This is the Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder. It's pretty beautiful. And then I will just tap that and tap and lift up. You'll see that I use a little bit more powder products during the summer just because, you know, we don't want to have a slip inside on my face, okay? We gotta set it a little bit. But I love this bronzer because it still has such a glowy effect to it. So it doesn't take away from that lit from within because it has a little bit of radiance to it without looking shimmery. Talk about influenced. I didn't want to do it, but everyone, and their mother and their grandmothers were talking about it. So I caved. This is the Dior Backstage Blush in a Rosy Glow. I've only used it 2 times, but I gotta say, I love it, okay? It might just become that holy grail, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm popping this so high, it like kind of hits my eyeballs, you know? Gotta be careful I don't poke my eyeball out with these bristles. Right over the nose again. And I find that these two just, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. I'm gonna keep my eyeballs so simple. I hate to say this, but I've kind of fallen out of love with eyeshadow. Here's the thing is I'm not very good at it. And it comes to a point where you're like, okay, what else can I try that kind of suits my level a little better? You know, what's gonna suit my skill level a little bit better? This is from Makeup by Mario. It is the Master Pigment Pro Pencil in the Perfect Brown. And I hate to say it, but it really is the perfect brown. and it has this brush on the outside. I'm gonna line both of my lash lines and then drag and flick this out to create a very subtle wing. So I line my waterline with that. Then I'm gonna flip it over, take the brush, and start blending that down to create a little bit of a lower lash. Now I'm gonna take that brush and just blend that out. At the very end, flick it up. And I'm taking that from my bottom lash, not the top. Are you kidding me? Look how simple that was. I mean, we're not done, but we're almost done. So now I'll take a little bit more. I even take my finger and kind of brush that out and build up this wing to meet with the top. Because it's not so harsh, you know what I mean? It's like, listen, black liquid liner, there's a time and a place for it. And my glowy summer makeup routine, it doesn't fit there. I've been loving doing something like this, flicking it out from the bottom lash line and then blending it out from there. So doing the same thing on this eyeball. Going in with a fluffy brush and into just a very light brown like this. Going to sweep that across mostly all of my lid, up and out. Now that we're a little bottom heavy, I'll just go in with a dark brown. Listen, I gotta build up the top a little bit. I also love this wing because it's very, I don't know, it's like soft, romantic, not intimidating. Listen, let me tell you about these brow situation because we have a situation on our hands. This is a product, I believe the name is Rethigh, and it is like the gooeyest, stickiest brow gel, and it's magnificent, except that it leaves like white flecks in my brows. So after, I would say, 4 months of practice with this, I think I finally nailed it down. I know how to make it work for my brows now. But I'll tell you what, when I first purchased this, we had beef. We weren't getting along. So what I do, I will try to get as little of this product on my brows as possible and flick my brows in the complete opposite direction than I want them to eventually go. So it gets these little white flecks on your brows. I know it looks crazy right now, but this is how I get that super dramatic, over the top, fluffy brow. It's not for the faint of heart. And there's a lot of fluffy brow haters out there, but here's the cool news. My brows aren't on your face. They're also very uneven on my face. I should probably go and get them shaped, but what are you gonna do? I'll let that dry for not too long. If you let it dry for too long, they'll be stuck there. Okay, this is like glue. I'm gonna take the brush that comes with this, which is nice. A lot of tools on this. And now I'm going to gently brush them into where I want them. And now that the product's a little bit more dry, you can see like that. Are you kidding me, you guys? That's what I want, and it will stay there for, I would say, like the majority of the day. Okay, boom, that's what I like. That's a fluffy brow, if I do say so myself. And I'll take this to the side and kind of just push those little hairs to adhere to my skin a little bit better, so they're not gonna go anywhere. They know where they're going, and it's not gonna move. Taking my holy grail, the Glossier Brow Flick in brown, I'm going to softly fill these in. Just in these little sparse areas where I'm just missing a few little hairs. I'll flick a few hair strokes in here. I also like that this adds a little more color to my brows since my roots are so dark. Okay, believe it or not, this is a very gentle, fluffy brow for me, okay? And then I'll take a normal spoolie and just gently brush through if I feel like my brows need it. Boom. Fluffy, but not over the top. Well, I'm sure this is over the top for a lot of people, but for me, this is gentle. Okay, listen, me and falsies, we don't agree. My eyes way too sensitive for them. So I like to go a little over the top with my mascara. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. I just found out that Marc Jacobs Beauty is like going out of business. So I will never be able to get my hands on another one of these again. Okay, this mascara has rocked my world. This is the Benefit They're Real Mascara. It's dark, it's thick. It has a whole lot of definition to it, okay? And it holds my lashes in place all day, but this isn't for the faint of heart. You know, if you like your very small, dainty, lifted and separated lashes, this is it. This is not it. This is not it. That's what I meant to say. That's with one layer. Are you kidding me? The darkness, the depth, the thickness it just gave my lashes. It's truly magnificent. One thing I've been doing to help with this like lifted effect is pulling my lashes out instead of straight up. So you can see I'll pull these lashes up, the middle lashes up, and then the end ones up and out so that they're kind of whoosh. So I'll do 2 layers of this, pulling my lashes out. Now I could stop here. I think that this right here, this is good, but I love this Ilia mascara because it's so like spiky, and it does help bring a little bit more definition to my lashes if I feel they're a little like clumpy, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's nice to have this to just really brush through each lash, and it adds a little bit more lift and definition. Listen, I know faux freckles are so hit and miss, but I love them. I love just adding a little bit of faux freckles over my cheeks and my nose, so that's what I'm gonna do to finish off this look. This is from the brand called Freck. It's just one of those products that it's unbelievable, you know what I mean? So it has the finest little tip, and I will just draw little constellations on my nose. And then immediately before it dries, I take a finger and just kind of blend that out. And as you're blending, it adds more little freckles. So you can see really, really, really close up. It's very, very faint. Stefan loves when I wear my faux freckles. He's like, uh-oh, faux freckles came out to play today. He loves them, and it makes me feel so cute. Keeping the lips very simple, I'm just gonna take a lip liner. This is Strip Down from MAC. I love to go just a little bit on the outside on my lower lip, fill it in the sides. Boom, boom. Okay, not to be dramatic, but I'm just gonna go on with like a little more blush, just like a tiny bit. You know, where does it go? It just leaves us, it fades away. All right, you guys, that completes today's Get Ready With Me Vogue edition. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will link every single product that I used today in the description box below. Let me know what video you guys want to see next. And without further ado, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys.
Alright, you guys, I love you so much, and until next time, I will see you next time.